Can you do me a favor? Take a look in your life and look at what you have. Are you living the life that you want to be living? Do you have the things in your life that you really, really want? Or do you just have the things that you have to have? We all have things we want, but we don't get those things. Rather, we get what we're willing to tolerate. When you're no longer willing to tolerate something, that's when life will truly change for you. And the difference in people and what they accomplish, the life that they have, is their standards, period. So what are you doing that you no longer are willing to tolerate? What are you no longer willing to tolerate? The bottom line is, if you raise your standards, you elevate the quality of your life. This morning I made a request, a bold request. And it was something that I'd been wanting to do for a long, long time. And I didn't think that I was qualified. I didn't think that I was capable. And I certainly didn't think, or maybe I thought that I was capable and qualified, but I didn't think that it would be received on the other side like I was. Well, to my surprise, it was very well received. And something that I've been wanting to do for a long time is actually now within just an arm's reach of me. I'm going to be having some conversations and seeing if I can elaborate on that. But all that happened because I raised the standards of who I was, not only for myself, but who I wanted other people to see me as. And when you do that, that's when you really will start to experience the true joys of life. And the confidence that you gain in yourself and how you want other people to perceive you, it needs to start from you. So again, if you raise your standards, that's when you're going to elevate the quality of your life. And you want to look at a couple of things when you're looking at the different standards that you have. The first thing is your philosophy. What are your beliefs, your core values, your passions? Do you believe that you're capable of certain things? Do you believe that you're deserving of certain things? The core values that you have, are those things that were handed to you, or are those things that you've actually developed because you want to live a certain life and you want to live your life in a certain way? Are those things holding you back? Even the passions that you have you suppressed those because they're in a higher standard, or something that you maybe have thought in the past that you're not deserving of? Maybe you weren't born into something or an environment that you have been told, or what you've perceived is necessary in order to live a certain type of a lifestyle. Are you suppressing those passions, or are you reaching for the passions that are going to have you raise the standards on your life and raise the standards on the quality of your life? Another thing is your attitude. How do you show the world who you are? I've been noticing a lot lately, because I've been working on myself a lot in how I express myself, because I hear that, I know that people are listening. Well, people are listening to you too. How do you express yourself? What is your language? What are the words that you say? What is the tonality? How are you expressing yourself to the world? How do you show up for people, even physically? People don't see who you are. They can't hear who you are when who you're being is too loud. So do you show up in a way that's going to allow for people to truly, truly get who you are? Do you even know who you are for yourself? I believe that you do. And sometimes the fact that we have low standards is going to not allow us to express ourselves to people in a way that we feel that we deserve to be listened to. Your personality. Take a personal inventory of who you are. How do you sell yourself to the world? Certainly when I made that request this morning, I had to first believe who I was and what I was capable of. And I was able then to express myself for what it was that I was requesting, what it was that I wanted. How do you sell yourself to other people, to organizations, to your partner, to your children, to your friends? How do you sell yourself to people? We're always selling ourselves to people. We need to sell ourselves to people because we don't live alone in life, and we live in a community. We have people around us. And when you are able to express who you are for people and have them really get that, then that's also going to elevate the quality of your life. So even in your personality, what are the standards that you have around who you are for yourself and for other people? Speaking of language, also very important. Life exists in language. The words you say create the world for you. How you express yourself. The universe is always listening. Oh, I'm so unlucky. Your wish is my command. The universe is always listening. How are you expressing yourself? What are the words that you're using? What are the words that you're expressing to other people? And the last thing is your communication. You know, anything can be resolved in communication. There's might be situations in your life where you feel like there's no end, or they're not going the way that you want them to be going. How you can resolve anything is simply through communication. Maybe today there's somebody that you can get into communication with and actually transform the relationship that you have with those people, or transform the situation. And it's not about having more of people in your life. Maybe it's having less of people in your life. I know I've definitely dealt with that in my life. So bottom line is, what are the standards that you're living by? And maybe it's a time for a little reevaluation of your standards and raising those. Because again, when you're no longer willing to tolerate something, that's when life changes. And if you raise your standards, your life could explode into something that you never ever thought possible.